Hello, gentlemen. I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to talk about the Matrix. There are some very important things we need to understand about this whole thing that we're dealing with. What is the Matrix? From the observations that I have made, the Matrix is one giant distraction program. As it said in the movie, Morpheus says to Neo, the Matrix is all around us. Another example of this is the movie They Live. When the guy puts on the sunglasses and he's looking at those signs where it says marry and reproduce and buy and consume, he starts to see the real true meaning behind the message, and that things are not as what they appear to be, or things are not as what they seem. Both of these examples are the truth. So what is this Matrix? As I said, the Matrix is a giant distraction program. The television, the smartphones, news, entertainment, the concept of movie stars and celebrities, clothing, the desire to be fashionable, the desire to own one form of clothes. In many cases, the same thing with how people behave in their brainwashing, in their dedication to their TV shows or their sports. Red team versus blue team. The Cubs versus the Saints as an example. I don't pay attention to sports. Fucking baseball, all these things are part of the Matrix. It is a distraction. It is entertainment. Distraction. The Matrix is what the rattle is to the baby. It's there to distract the baby from roaming around, from making too much noise, from crying. It is there to distract the baby. The same thing is used to distract the American public, the population, the society. It is there to distract us. That is what the Matrix is. It is a giant distraction. When people turn on the television every single day, what do they see? They see advertisements that are designed to brainwash people to buy one product versus another, to say that you need to have this because if you don't have this, you're not going to be whatever they suppose you are. You're not socially acceptable. If you don't have this kind of smelling deodorant versus the other, you're not going to smell as good compared to the other. If you don't appease by artificially created social constructs and fabrications that you have to wear a certain kind of clothing style because it makes you fit into the crowd and you become accepted in the artificially created acceptable norm that has been, like I said, artificially created by the fashion companies and by mainstream news media, all of them working together, to say that you have to have and buy that certain kind of clothing or else you're not cool and nobody will talk to you. And then all the other brainwashed morons who actually believe it buy into it, and so they end up following the bandwagon effect. They feel like they need to have it because they're not going to be cool if they don't have it. If you're not watching the latest and greatest television show, you're not cool. You're not in the club. If you're not watching Game of Thrones, if you're not watching whatever fucking TV show they have out now, whatever popular TV show, if you're not watching it, then you're weird and you're not cool. I can't tell you how many times I've had that happen to me. It's so funny. Whether I'm talking to somebody or speaking to some friends or acquaintances, they ask me, have you seen that new episode of whatever show? I say, no. And they go, how in the world have you not seen that show? It's like awesome. How could you not see it? You have to see it. Like, because I have better things to do and I'm not part of the Matrix and brainwashed fucking idiot like you are. That's what I think in my head. I don't say that though. And then if you don't buy into the artificially created social network, the fabricated social construct that they've created, then you're ostracized. You're an outsider. You're not part of the Matrix. You ever actually have people, you know how stupid people are, actually have people that actually get mad at you because you're not paying attention to whatever fucking TV show, or you didn't watch the sports, or you didn't pay attention to the latest football game. You know how actually people get mad at you for that? It's fucking hilarious. To those people, I say I have no time for children and I have no time for games. And I don't have time for fakery, because that's all it is. It's all fake, artificially created, fabricated bullshit, because it's part of the Matrix, and the Matrix is not real. What the Matrix creates is not real. And so you have all these people buying into buy the products, watch the TV shows, consume, buy. My worth is not dependent on me waking up every fucking morning to watch fucking TV, to sit there and have it suck the soul out of me, to get me to put my attention, my valuable little bit of attention I have in this world to do a certain thing, whatever that thing may be, whatever interests me that I feel is the real truth, to sit there and watch advertisement after advertisement after advertisement after advertisement, being brainwashed and succumb to complete mind-wiping, brainwashing, zombifying television. What happens when a child gets bored of a certain toy? You throw it out and you get them a new one, because then he gets bored of it. That's what they do with TV shows. Once you let the TV show run for an extended amount of time, you put another one up there with a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more explosions, whatever the case may be, just to keep people occupied, just to keep people continuously distracted. This is why I don't watch TV. I don't keep up with the news, at least mainstream news, because it's all fake. I don't buy into the social media network of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all this other bullcrap to post pictures of myself to get fake likes, which are nothing more than picture messages scaled down to size, to feel like I'm a little special snowflake dancing in the fucking wind. I do not exist to post pictures of myself for attention or to get some kind of social brownie points like Facebook likes and comments just to feel special inside. That is not why I exist. I do not exist for Facebook. I don't exist for Twitter, and I don't exist for Instagram, and I don't exist for YouTube, other than for research of the topics that I find important and interesting, which are a very small amount. You want to know why smart people drink so much? Because they realize that this world is boring. That's why smart people do drugs more often than people that aren't intelligent, and that's why smart people drink. People that have high IQs drink and they use drugs. You want to know why that is? Because they're not spending their time in front of a TV screen or wasting their time watching a fucking football game. They spend their time researching, gathering knowledge. They drink because the world is boring around them. It is fake. Everything is fake around us. You see, when you've broken free of that matrix, you start to realize how fake everything is. This is another reason why I don't associate myself with the rest of the general public. Because they're morons. They do things for the Matrix. They wear the latest and fanciest clothes and shoes, and they buy the fanciest car. There's nothing wrong with having nice things, but they live for those things. Those things are what make them who they are. They have no other existence other than those things. They exist for nothing more than the color of their hair, the clothes they wear, the social media they're a part of, and the brainwashing ideologies that they have prescribed. They exist for nothing more than those things. They have no other existence. All they care about is how many likes they get, getting attention on Facebook and taking pictures of themselves, and keeping up with the latest Kardashians, girly, brainwashing, meaningless, vapid garbage. Complete, fabricated, made in a studio somewhere garbage. They exist for these things. They exist to show the world how powerful they've been told they think they are. They don't know how much enslavement they truly are under, because they don't know that all those hair products that they buy, all the hair dye that they own, all the makeup that they own, all the fancy jewelry that they own, all the fancy shoes that they own, the things that they prescribe, the social media that they're on, the things that they're told to believe in, they have no clue on this earth that all of those things were artificially created by the very companies that they are buying the products from, that are part of the matrix. They don't know how much in chains they really are, because those companies dictate what happens to their life. They dictate their social network in reality, because if they don't own the latest and greatest things, then they're not in the club and they're not cool and they don't get all the attention. Like the companies have brainwashed them to do so. Buy this purse, buy this pair of shoes because you'll get attention if you do, because we told you so. They don't have a clue. They're not free, they're not liberated, they're putting themselves in chains like they wouldn't believe, because they are part of the matrix. Men and women are part of the matrix. But women are an excellent study in how conformity works, because they buy everything. They buy into it, hook, bait, and sinker. Gentlemen, we have to break free of the matrix. You have to completely break free of the matrix. This is why minimalism is the issue. Well, I should say this is why minimalism has become a important topic in the MGTOW area, the community, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube. Because we realize that all these things do not make us who we are. We do not wake up every morning to watch TV shows. I don't. I especially don't. Now, yes, they're half the population, and I'd say more than that, 90%, just for argument's sake, do exist to wake up to watch the latest and greatest television show that's come out, or to check their iPhone 7,000 times a day, to go on Facebook to validate their existence. That's all they exist on this world for, is for Facebook, checking their cell phone, and watching fucking TV. What an awful way to live your life. And you wonder why people are so miserable. They have no idea. Don't you think that maybe all of the things around you are meaningless and they're not going to satisfy you? It doesn't matter if you own a mansion or a Ferrari. Those things do not define who you are. That just defines what you can get. What you can get does not define who you are. Watching sports and football, to watch some moron throw a ball halfway across the field to do it 100, 200 times over again. I don't have time for games. I don't have time for sports. I don't have time for TV. I don't have time to watch brainwashing lies on the news. I do not have time for feminism. I do not have time for Black Lives Matter. I do not have time for politicians. I do not have time to participate in the matrix, because it will get me nowhere, because it is fake. How do you break free of this matrix, you might ask? It's going to take work. It's taken me work. For me to come to the mindset that I'm in now took me a lot of work. It was a steady, natural progression in a lot of ways, because I was already discontent with the matrix when I was very young. I hated school. Couldn't stand it. I thought the teachers were pricks. I thought the material was boring, which it is. It's all useless. It doesn't help anybody anywhere. It's all indoctrination, distraction to get you to be brainwashed. It's brainwashing, so that when you grow older, you continuously feed this program to get other people and yourself distracted from real issues. Nowadays, I'm being unplugged from the programs of this matrix by the day, and I am slowly eliminating all of that artificially created useless garbage from my life. And it has caused me to truly open my eyes to possibilities I would have never imagined. MGTOW. MGTOW is another example of this. We're breaking away from artificially created norms, fabricated fake bullcrap that we were told to believe in that is fake. That was not fulfilling. It was a waste of our time and brought us nothing but heartache, agony, misery, and a pain in the ass. That's all it ever brought us. And so we all said, you know what, there's something wrong here. There's something very wrong here about all of this. Some people are along the path further than others, but the fact that you took the leap is the beginning. It is the beginning to understand what this matrix that we live in is. The matrix is a giant distraction program. The iPhones are a distraction. A big one if you've ever walked outside at least once or twice in your life and looked at people around you, looked at people in the stores. All they do is they text and they app and they text and they app and they check Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. This is their life. This is their existence. This is all they are living for. God, what a horrible way to live. I am so glad that I am no longer a part of that matrix. I feel sorry for people that are, because they wonder why they're so unhappy. Yet they're buying into the most meaningless, boring garbage they could ever imagine that will get them nowhere. that will not advance their life in some way, shape, or form, but will inhibit their ability to understand the real, true importance, the true things in this world that really do matter. Not some fucking Kardashian cunt who wears $3,000 pair of sunglasses, and then some moron some stupid woman in Idaho says, I have to go buy those sunglasses because she's wearing them. And people that watch her will see me with those sunglasses and respect me. This is the world women live in. They live in a fantasy land matrix of delusion, and they wonder why they're so unhappy. They wonder why they're never going to get anywhere when they're buying into all this artificial bullshit, clothing fashions and ways of speaking and OMG and all these fucking bullshit, fabricated, created language patterns that were instilled into them by the mainstream public and the mainstream media to tell them how to speak, and they sound like babies talking. You wonder why people fucking do drugs. At least intelligent people, I don't blame them one bit. And people go, well, they're not really intelligent because why are they using drugs? They'll make you stupid. Well, they're just ignorant too. Because the smart people more than likely understand that this world and everything else around in it is complete fakery. Who can stand to live in a world that's fake once you've seen how fake it is? I wouldn't blame anybody in this world that wants to just numb themselves from all of it, because it isn't real. It doesn't fulfill your deepest needs. So how do you break free of it? How do you start to take the steps to eliminate all this garbage out of your life so that you could start functioning in a better place, so that you can start getting yourself in a better place to exist instead of living for fucking television shows and sports and movies and all this bullcrap. This is another reason why I've stopped doing feminist videos talking about women. I talk about women as an example and as a study to explain things, but I'm no longer going to be participating in this nonsense anymore in terms of talking about what some feminists did. These people are brainwashed morons. What a waste of my time. What a complete waste of my fucking time. To sit on YouTube all day long to watch a bunch of brainwashed idiots talk about useless garbage they have no idea that they're a part of, that were created by other people that are controlling their lives because they're buying into it. I don't have time for that garbage. I'm more encompassed in my research and my studies, the things I find interesting, than what some moron idiot woman has to say because she thinks she's empowered to talk about something, or because she feels like she needs to talk about everybody was raping everybody. What a useless distraction, worthless, vapid waste of my time. There are some people out there that actually live for the very fact to say that they have a jersey that says the number 23 on it, or 42 or 12, and that somehow defines their existence. What complete vapidity that is. What a waste of time. And that's exactly what the Matrix is designed to do. It is designed to distract us from coming to the conclusion. Because what happens when you take the distractions away? Then what? What is it that you have to focus on? If there isn't a true, wholehearted, good, intentional purpose of information, knowledge that you're learning about how things really work in this world, then you will be without meaning, which is then you're fed into this matrix again. You have to have something to take its place, something important, knowledge that's important. And I want to make videos to provide that to people, to provide knowledge to people that actually is worth your fucking time, not a distraction. Not here to talk about all the theories and scientific bullshit about how women are into pair bonding and how they want to gather resources. Who cares? There's more important things, in my opinion, at least on my end, that I do research about that take up my time, which is why I've decided to not discuss those things anymore, because I've already made videos about those things, and also there's plenty of other people that talk about it. And I think anybody with 2 bits of common sense, if there's any left in this world, it doesn't take 13 years to come up to the reason why women are the way they are. Everybody's been brainwashed, and if you're in the Matrix, you're in the Matrix. So what am I getting at? If you're buying into the sports channel to be distracted by the latest football game or baseball game, or you're watching all that television and all those stupid TV shows because they look pretty, and you're buying into paying attention to celebrity gossip, and you're participating in all these artificially created environments and social norms and social media, you're in the Matrix. And you will not be happy or fulfilled, or in any case, I'm not saying I'm here to tell people that everything is supposed to be happy and kumbaya, because it's not. But at least you'll have the ability to experience something that really does matter, and not some useless garbage on the television or what the news says. You got to stop watching the TV. You got to stop buying into the TV shows. Throw your television out the fucking window and burn it. It is no good to you. It is useless. You got to get off useless internet sites like social media and get off those sites because they are fake. It's artificial. It's fake. It's not going to bring you a sense of anything other than what it wants you to believe. People exist to post pictures of themselves and make statuses on Facebook to get likes. Give me a fucking break. What a waste of time. What a waste of life. It frustrates me because I've realized how useless this garbage in this world is. This matrix that's all around us. What a waste, distraction, vapid waste of freaking time. And that's why I'm here to make this video today, because I want you guys to understand that all of these things are part of the matrix. Minimalism is important because you are not your television, you are not your smartphone, you are not the clothes you wear, you are not the car you drive, and you are not the job you do. This matrix has tricked you into believing that you are. You are not your job, you are not the TV shows you watch, you are not Facebook, you are not the pictures you post, you are not your status, you are not Twitter, you are not Instagram, you are not Facebook, you are not living this world for likes, and you do not get up every single morning to watch TV and pay attention to the latest fucking ball game and sports scores on the networks. You are none of those things. You are buying into the matrix if you are. Eliminate it. Take the leap. Throw it out for good. And you watch what kind of changes come into your life then. Let me tell you something, guys. The more deeper I become in learning about how all this fakery around us has brought us to a point in this world where we actually believe the things that are told to us without question is because we have bought into it. We buy into the news, we buy into the TV shows, we buy into the garbage mainstream media news networks, and we wonder why we see things like Black Lives Matter and people who actually think that we should start a fucking race war because something offended somebody. We ain't gonna get nowhere doing that shit. I'm telling you that right now. We're never gonna get anywhere. And if you want to buy into that, you're never gonna get anywhere. You're gonna be a slave to the day you fucking die because you're buying into fake, artificially created, fabricated, made up garbage. Which is not who you are. Remember that. Yes, it's important to keep up with what affairs are going on in the world, but I'm not going to sit here and make my whole damn life talking about feminism and women all day long. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be talking about important issues that I have utmost importance in my life because, again, it's a form of distraction. Women are the greatest distraction in the sense that they have bought into all the most fake garbage and ideology. They have bought into it, and they will suck you into that garbage right back into the matrix because they believe in it and they've been brainwashed to buy into it. You are not going to end up that way. You are not going to go down that path, and if you do, you're going to be sucked into that garbage. You ever wonder why they are? It's like a vortex that sucks you in like a tornado. You get anywhere near any of these fake people, this matrix, you get anywhere near it is like a vortex. It will bring you back into it 3 times harder than you did when you got out of it. You have to understand something. If you truly want to break free of this crap, it's going to require not a 360, a 180 degree turn away from everything. You're going to have to completely stop watching television. You're going to have to completely stop buying into the news. You're going to have to eliminate all of the people in your contact list, in your phone, friends, people that you associate with who are buying into the matrix because the vortex of these people's garbage will bring you right back into it if you cannot escape and you cannot throw the garbage out with the trash. If you can't do that, you're going to be sucked back into the matrix and you're never going to get back. Let me give you a little piece of advice and I'm going to shut this video down. Like I said, it's taken me a lot of work to get to a mindset where I am no longer associated with any of this garbage. It's been exhausting. It's been emotionally draining. It's been psychologically draining. It's been physically draining. I've had nightmares. I've lost sleep. But day after day, I'm deprogramming myself from all of this garbage, the matrix. And I have gotten rid of a lot of friends. I don't like to associate myself with the rest of society 99% of the time. I only do a lot of my errand running at night because I don't like being around people. I do not like associating myself with people because 99% of the people out there are weighing me down because they buy into fake bullshit. I don't have time for games and I don't have time for fake bullshit anymore. I am not here to buy into the matrix, and I'm pretty sure everybody else is on the same page with me because we didn't come into MGTOW, we didn't come into breaking free of any kind of chains that we see around us without realizing those things that we see are boring. I don't want to talk to the cashier. I don't want to talk to anybody that isn't unplugged from the matrix because then there's no point. You'll just get mad at me because I talk about something you don't like to hear because you're buying into bullshit. This is why I don't have time for this crap anymore. And you gentlemen out there need to realize this. You're not your job. Your job is not who you are. All these women out there and all these guys out there and all the society out there that tells you got to have a high-paying job, you got to do this, you got to do that. Why the fuck would I do that if the economy isn't even up to par? The only reason I'm doing that is for the artificially created social construct of getting social brownie points because somebody can go, ooh, you're a doctor? Ooh. That's not who I am.
You are not your job. Your job is there to make you money. Now, if you want to go become a doctor for the fact that you enjoy it, fine, do it. But do not do it because you're going to get social brownie points. Your job does not define who you are. Your job is not who you are. You do not wake up in this world to watch TV and the sports channel. You don't exist to even watch TV in this world. You do not need to waste your time with any more of the Matrix, any more of the things associated with the Matrix. Let it go. You're not your job. You do not wake up to watch television. You do not wake up to buy into the news. You do not live your life for politics. You do not live your life to impress anybody or anything, because this world is a fake world. Everything in this world is fake except for the little bit of truth that people with the right eyes to see can see it for what it is. Get rid of your TV. Get rid of your friends that hold you back, that are buying into the Matrix. And if that means everybody, then get rid of everybody. We don't have time for bullshit anymore. You truly want to take the plunge and escape the Matrix, you're going to have to do things that make you uncomfortable. But there always has to be something to replace that, and that is the true meaning of why we're here. That's what we're here to find out. That's why I make content, because I want you gentlemen, to listen to something that actually matters and not buy into the bullshit media, garbage, entertainment truth crap bullshit that the entertainment industry and the television news networks want you to buy into. And all they like to do is tell you what you want to hear, and I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, well, you still need to have friends around. You still need to associate yourself with people. You still need to go out and go hiking and riding a bike. No, you fucking don't if that's not what you want to do. No. I'm not doing it because somebody told me. I'm done doing things that people want me to do. I've had enough. It has never gotten me anywhere. It has never benefited me doing anything. It's a waste of my time, and it makes me sick. I don't like associating myself with people, and I don't like people very much because I don't have time for their shenanigans. And I'm just simply here to tell you the exact same thing. Anyways, I'm going to shut this video down. I know this is a very long video, but it needs to get out there. I want you gentlemen to do the best you can. I want you to live a fulfilling life. I want you to be able to experience what I experience. Because day by the day, I'm eliminating all this garbage that is so-called defining who I am, with what the news media wants me to believe, and what the media, what the entertainment industry wants me to believe, what the fashion business, you got to wear this kind of blazer with this kind of little suit and tie, you got to wear an undershirt underneath it that's white, because your button-up's white and it matches, and you got to wear this kind of watch because it's stainless steel. The stainless steel looks good with black. Fuck all that. I'll wear it if I want to wear it. I'm not going to let somebody else tell me what I want to wear. I'm breaking free of the Matrix. The Matrix is a giant distraction program. Break free of it.